Good evening. It's about 7:30ish on a Thursday here. So I just wanted to share with you some weird stuff that happened to me throughout the years and the years since I came back to Las Vegas from Hawaii. Like, we're talking years. And then recently, many more things on this list that I'm going to show you has happened within the last probably like 5 years or so, 4 years or so. So I don't know. I'm just going to start showing you what happened. So I'm not saying that every location of Starbucks or KFC or whatever is bad. I'm just going to share with you what happened. Like, what exactly happened. And it's not funny because you can really get people sick. And I'm not there being rude. I don't treat people like that. I have a clear conscience at the end of the day of how I'm treating people, or stuff like that, right? And I'm telling you, some of these people, I've never even seen them in my life. I don't understand why it's such horrible. Is it the service, or is it the food, or is it both? But I mean, if you got sick, me personally, I've been sick from some of this food I was served, and I stopped going. And it's not funny. I don't know who thinks it's funny. I don't understand why it would be funny to do that to somebody. I mean, back in the day, like, I've seen somebody do something to food and give it to someone, but it's nobody I know anymore, and I won't talk about it. And this was so long ago that it's out of my control. So let's just start at the beginning. Hello. Let's just start at the beginning. It started when, let me find something here, because I have photos and stuff, just to make it a little more interesting. So let's start at Taco Bell. This was years ago. I had come back from Hawaii, and this Taco Bell's like on Flamingo and Decatur in Las Vegas, Nevada. See Decatur right there? And it's on Flamingo. And it's a very, very, very old location. Thanks for joining, everybody. I hope you've never been served this way. Let me make sure the sound's working. Check, 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 check. Okay, it's working. Now, I'm not here to bash people. I don't even know these people that served me. But let's just start here. This was where I started having trouble. Oh, we could go all the way to Hawaii, actually. So I worked at a place called Jelly's. And all the people that we worked with, we were hungry. And me and a coworker said, well, why don't we go to Taco Bell? What do you guys want? So they all put their order down, and we called in, and we got the order. And we go and get the order. Me and my friend. She's the sweetest Christian. I wasn't a Christian at the time. Sweetest girl you could ever imagine. I even went to Maui with her once. And, I had to be about 18 years old, right out of high school, working. She was in college. And she became a good friend of mine. So we go and we get the order. We have several bags because there's several people in this big records and books and baseball cards and comic shop and, you know, CDs and everything. So we go and get the order, but we come out to her car and somebody is so like going ballistic, looking at me and screaming about Taco Bell food. Something, calling me a pig. And my friend, I don't know what happened. I don't know if she knew him or if she didn't know him. I have no idea. And anyway, I screamed back. I said, "Leave us alone. This isn't for me. Go away." And then I was screaming back and I said, "I'll throw this at you." Because I was, you know, at the time it was like self-defense. So he ran away because I was screaming back, but he was screaming so loud. He was going ballistic on me just because I had bags of food for employees. We all worked together. So we get back and I was so pissed off. And I don't remember if she knew the guy or, you know, my friend. I don't remember what happened. And the problem was, we think the guy was like really high and just walking around, wandering around that area. And he just got pissed off at nobody for no reason. And I never saw him again. And thank God that I never did. But I think she knew who he was. But to this day, it's so unclear. But I never seen him again. And I think somebody called the police because all my coworkers were scared for me. So that was really weird. And that was a Taco Bell incident in Hawaii on Oahu. And we're talking years ago. And then, so this Taco Bell on Flamingo and Decatur, we're talking years ago. Hi. So I was in a drive-thru with my boyfriend years ago. And we were hungry. And at the time, all you had was Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr. Otherwise, it was Tacos El Gordo, which was too far away, or a deli that was like on Sahara and Decatur or something weird. And we didn't want to do that, so we decided Taco Bell because I like certain things from Taco Bell. And at the time, I only ate chicken and seafood, and I wouldn't eat pork or beef because it didn't settle well with me, but now I'm okay. So we go in the drive-thru, and I'm the one driving. We order what he wanted. Then when I wanted what I wanted a bean, rice, and cheese chicken burrito. So here's what the lady says on the other end of this thing. She goes, "Well, what do you want?" I said, "The bean, rice, and chicken burrito." And then I hear her like fussing or fumbling around like she had a problem. Like she was pissed off for no reason. Don't even know who she is. Never seen her before. Don't even know her name. This is what she says. "Let me go look in the back." I'm like, and I turn to my boyfriend. I go, "She has to go look in the back. She has to go look in the back." So she gets back on, like I think 45 seconds or a minute later, which is weird behavior. And she goes, "We can't serve that right now, but I'll serve it to you." And she's a whitey lady, some white lady. I'm half white. I'm half white and Asian. He was white, totally white guy. And "I'll serve it to you." I go, "Excuse me? Can I get your manager?" I am the manager. I'm the manager. And I'm like, well, if you're the manager, why are you saying you got to serve it to me or something's wrong? Is there something wrong? I'll order something else. No, you hold on. You asked me if there's a bean, rice, and cheese chicken burrito. Well, we don't serve that during the day or the evening. We serve that in the morning, and that's the only time we have it, in the morning. I go, well, I don't know if I want that. And I go, why don't we just forget the order? Let's leave. Let's go to Carl's Jr. or whatever. And then he goes, babe, just order it. I go, I don't know. So then, he gets his order, I get my order. And so we're driving back home, and I bite into the bean, rice, and cheese chicken burrito. And something is so hard in my mouth, it tasted like rocks. And it was hair in my mouth. I got so angry that I pulled over and I was screaming. And I called Taco Bell. I go, you wait till I get back there. You're trying to poison me? Do I have to call the police on you? You're the manager? And I don't remember. This was so long ago. She gave me her name. I said, you're going to give me a refund when I come up to the drive-thru. And so we opened the burrito. In the burrito, it had hair, dirty, old, we're talking old rice that looks like clear rice. And hardly any chicken. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, who would do this? So we drive back up to the drive-thru. And I'm screaming, you're going to give me a full refund. I don't care who you are or why you're a loser. At the time I wasn't a Christian. There was a lot of expletives and, oh. And then my boyfriend drove because I was too angry. And she gave me a refund. And then I got the corporate phone number. And I called the corporate phone number and I explained what happened. And I still had the receipt. I wouldn't let her have the receipt. And I told them what day and what time, what location. This is years ago. So long ago that I never went back to Taco Bell. Because I don't know, why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, why? Why are you so sick in the head that you think you have to serve somebody hair and old dirty rice and whatever it was in that burrito? I couldn't believe it. I'd never seen the person before. I've never complained. I don't do that. I don't get it. Even before I was a Christian, I don't treat people like that. So that was like, I don't know if it's any good now, but of course, we don't know if that person is still there. I don't know her name. But we're just going back, okay? And then let's go over here to this location. Whoops. Woo, zoom. Zoom. Okay. This Zippy's was the first location, which is in Las Vegas. And it's on like the southwest part of town. And I'm not saying every location is bad. I'm not saying everybody's bad. I'm not saying, but I don't know what happened that day. They must have had a bad day. I don't know what happened that day. I ordered a to-go order. And since then, they opened another location on the other side of that 215 Las Vegas freeway. And they're opening one in Henderson. But this one, I was on a live stream, I think. Somebody parked near me, opened their door, hit my car, and I don't care because I have way too many people doing that where it doesn't matter anymore, and I'm so sick of it, and you could see it in the live stream. And I was trying, let's see, the Hawaiian mac salad. It was like Best Foods dressing instead of the mayonnaise that they use. Now, I lived in Hawaii and I like Zippies, but something was wrong that night. I don't know what they did or why they would serve me. They weren't rude to me. But then another weird thing happened was I asked for a custard pie, but they didn't give me a custard pie. It wasn't a custard pie. And I didn't know until I opened it up and I got home. And it was like, you know, this big, like a, you know, a regular saucer plate. Not a big serving plate, but it was a small pie. But normally they're bigger. I don't know. And, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I found it weird. If you're doing Hawaiian food, why are you serving me hot mac salad that should be refrigerated, like cool? And because mac salad should not be hot. And it's like Best Food dressing, that sweet crap that's not real mayonnaise. It's like that, you know what I'm talking about? Best Foods. So, I don't know. And then, I'm not like saying that people are bad or, you know what I mean? I'm just saying something went bad. And I didn't find the food very well made. I mean, the best thing I had there was the Simon. The service was good, but the food, when you mess up mac salad, and it's Hawaiian food that's famous for it is Hawaiian diner food, you can't mess up mac salad. No way, you just can't do it. It's impossible. It's just so stupid that it's like, I don't know, it just pisses you off. Because how could you do that? Hi, thanks for joining. It wasn't a big deal, but it just, you know, when you eat Hawaiian food, you get my point? Yes, when you eat, it should be correct. You know what I mean? It should be correct. Hi. And then let's go here. Okay, this place they have a couple of places. There's one on Eastern and Henderson. This is the one that I have trouble with, and I haven't been to the one that's downtown. So this place was like one of my most favorite places to eat. I mean, it had the most excellent breakfast. It was so good. And the pastries, so good. But I don't know what happened. I really don't get it. So, I just remember they have like this Thanksgiving meals that you can order and rolls and stuff that you can order from them because they're a bakery. Since then, this location has expanded to like dinner and bar service. It's not just breakfast unless they changed it back. I have no idea. But they expanded. The last time I checked, the last time I was there for breakfast. So I know I'm going in circles, but I remember the first time I had a lot of trouble was I told the woman who was in charge when you have to pick up your Thanksgiving, it was like dinner rolls and I think it was like something else. Some kind of dessert for the Thanksgiving meal. And this Thanksgiving was going to be special because there was something wrong with a family member who is no longer with us, who's moved on to the next, no more in this world. We wanted to make it extra special, so I ordered those dinner rolls and some kind of dessert. And the woman told me that I couldn't stop by I think the pickup time was 5. And I told her I might not get there right at 5. I might get there like at, depending on traffic, because I'm coming from the Strip. When I work near the Strip. And I said, I won't be able to, I may not be able to actually get there right at 5. I might get there like at 5:05 or 5:10. So she was angry. And she goes, we have dinners too. We have people and families that we need to go and eat with too. And we can't wait around for you to come here and pick up your order. I go, then cancel it. Give me a refund. I don't appreciate what you're saying to me. And guess what happened? She never gave me a refund because I kept checking my bank account and I kept checking my bank account. Then I had to go buy rolls and a dessert over at Trader Joe's. But we really wanted their rolls because they're really good. And their dessert, it wasn't, I'm a foodie. It kind of dampened that meal because it just what we were serving and making, like what was happening would match, with my family member, what she was doing. And it ruined a lot. And she couldn't understand what happened. I'm like, she wouldn't let me pick it up. So I told her to let's cancel my order and give me a refund. So I show up in person because I was sick of it. And they gave me a check for, I think it was like $29 that I spent for rolls and some kind of dessert thing or something. And I was disappointed, but I went back again. And, the food was great. Now, the last time I went, I was alone. I had nobody with me. And I just wanted breakfast. And this was probably a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. So I ordered, it's like 2 cage-free eggs and breakfast sausage and toast. And then I had some coffee and like a bakery item. And I said, the person said, how do you like your eggs? I said, over easy, please. And I'm not a bitch. I'm not making trouble. I'm not complaining. I like the place. I like the atmosphere. So they bring me my food. These eggs were so raw. I was like, wow, this isn't even over easy. This is like raw. Very raw. Raw eggs. So I'm looking at the plate and I'm like, something is not right. So I start eating and dipping sausage in it. And all of a sudden I'm chewing and it's like eggshells or something is wrong in my mouth. So I start spitting it out in the napkin. And then it was weird because why would the woman who was standing by the register in the bakery goods walk up to me now like she knew there was a problem? And she goes, are you enjoying your food or something nice? And I go, well, there's something really off. Like when I say over easy, this is raw. Like it's so runny. And there's eggshells, I think. Like somebody cracked the egg and there's eggshells all in these eggs. Oh, well, let me take it back. I'll take it back and we'll redo it. Now, this is what I never do. I never allow them to take it back and redo it. If there's a problem, I can't stand what happens next. 'Cause you don't know what they did to it, the chef or the cook, or what they're going to do. And it's no good, okay? It's just not a good thing. So she brings it back. It looks the same. But this time, the eggs are even more raw. I couldn't believe it. So here comes the server that took the order. She goes, I understand that you think that it's too raw. So I did tell the chef that over easy. And I said, this is not over easy. And that's all I said. And then I said, can I have this to go? So I just left the runny eggs and egg whites, you know, clear egg whites and runny yolk. And of course there was no more eggshells. And I took the sausage and I left. I paid and I left. I don't know. I didn't even ask for a refund. I was done. I won't go back. That's it. You know, what are you doing? I don't know what was wrong with these people. Over easy. It's not even sunny side up. It's not supposed to be runny whites and eggshells or stuff. You know what I mean? No. But I'm not saying that's going to happen to you at Taco Bell or Craft Kitchen or Zippy's. I'm not saying these people are people I know, and most of the time it happens when I'm alone. So here's another one. Okay. Whoops, I keep zooming on me. It's In-N-Out Burger, people. In-N-Out Burger. Now they have several locations, okay? Several locations. I'm not saying every location is bad, and I don't know who made these burgers or why they're having trouble understanding my order, because they repeat it back to you and they give it to you friendly. No one's complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm not screaming. I'm not honking. I'm not doing anything because I'm not a jerk. I'm not a bitch. And to some people, bitch is a good thing. To me, it's not. That's a derogatory name-calling thing. Some people think if you call a woman a bitch, them my bitches. No. And back in my day and in my old school, that's a bad thing to call a female. And somehow in these days, right now, it's changed for some reason. I'm not doing that to anybody, okay? I like to have a clear conscience, and I don't go around causing trouble, and I don't go around complaining. So the first thing that happened to me is I ordered a double cheeseburger animal style. So what do you think happens? They repeat my order, they tell me. They hand it to me at the drive-thru, they're friendly. I get home, it wasn't animal style. And then my drink was just like ice, and it wasn't 7-Up. It was ice with like flat bubble water. So I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I should drink this. And I poured it out. I didn't complain. I didn't say anything. I didn't go and demand a refund. I said, okay, I'll give them another chance. Maybe somebody had a bad day. And who knows? They're too busy. They don't care about their quality all of a sudden. I'm not saying it's every location. I'm not saying it's a certain person. I don't know what happened, okay? And then the next time I go, this time I'm like, okay, they don't understand that I'm asking for animal style, which is extra pickles, extra tomato, extra lettuce, grilled onions, extra cheese, double. Okay, with extra secret sauce spread or whatever it's called. Okay, they didn't do it last time. So this time I order and I say, I'll have a double cheeseburger with extra lettuce and extra tomato and extra grilled onions with cheese and extra pickles or whatever. Okay. So I don't know why I trusted them. Thought everything was fine. And I should have checked the order. I get home. I look at it and oh, it looks okay. But then I notice there's a lot of water. You know how it has like a holder? So you have the In-N-Out wrap. Then they use like a wax type of sort of like parchment paper to wrap the burger and it's half-half. There was too much water down here. Too much water. So I bite into it. The top half is fine. I get to this part, it's all soggy, like water. It was like lettuce water. It didn't have extra tomatoes. It only had like extra, super extra lettuce. We're talking way too much, and I didn't know because it was on the bottom half. Then the patty wasn't even, you know how the patty is cooked and it looks like brown? No, this was like, it looked like they dipped it in water, the patty, both patties. And I won't go back to this location. I mean, I'll try a different location. I'm not saying every location is going to do this, but they also messed up my drink where I think it was, it was a 7-Up again, and this time there was too much ice, and I didn't say anything because I asked for light ice. I guess I shouldn't even ask for light ice or anything, and it was just like water and a lot of ice, and I didn't say anything because I don't even want them to make the drink again. I'm serious, because I don't know what they're going to do to it. You know, I don't want to get sick. What are you doing to my food and my drink, right? Something just popped into my head. Another thing that happened that I just remembered. But I can't remember right now. Anyway, this is my fast food go-to. That's what I like. But I won't go back to that location. And I'm not saying it's every Las Vegas or Henderson location. And then this one. So I go in with somebody, family member, this one. And I'm not sure if the food is good, but boy, was it busy, right? It's BJ's. I've never been there. It's so busy. They have so many servers walking around. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, it's a lot of servers helping us, you know. So I ordered a cheeseburger because I wasn't sure what's going to happen. I had a feeling something was wrong, you know, because I'd never been there. It's called BJ's, and it's popular. There's a lot of people there. We waited like, I think it was 15 to 20 minutes to get seated. And I said, she goes, well, how would you like the burger cooked? I said, medium done. You know, like medium done. So we're waiting and waiting. And my sister's food comes to her. Then they bring my burger. And I cut it in half. Okay, her half was medium done. My half was completely raw, bloody, raw meat. Oh, we're not rude. We didn't do anything. I don't know what's going on. So then we can't find the servers. Now all of a sudden there's no servers anywhere. And I'm like, oh, they were so nice. What happened? Now everybody's gone. Did they go on break or they're having a meeting? I have no idea what's going on. And this one is on Eastern in Henderson, Southeastern Avenue. And she apologized, and I said, yeah, I don't want raw meat. I want it medium done. Like, like light brown. A burger patty that's light brown. So we're waiting and waiting, and it was weird because it took a while. I'm like, something is off. I said, you know what? I don't even think I want it. When they bring it out to the table, I don't even think I want to eat it. So she brings it out. It was a different person than the actual server that we were talking to. Brings it out. It's cut in half. And I'm like, why would you cut it in half? Because you don't know how to cook a medium burger. It's just medium. It's not a big deal. I'm not making a stink. I'm not even being rude. So I took it home, and then it was just like so disappointing. You know, raw, totally raw burger. And the vibe was so weird in that restaurant. I don't know. I don't want to go back there. How could you mess up a burger? It's a burger. You're like a pub, a restaurant. Okay, and then here's this one. So this is not the location in downtown Summerlin. I'm not saying every Dave & Buster's is bad. I'm just saying at this location I had two strange things that happened to me. So I ordered the ribs. And I didn't even know they had ribs, but it was on the menu. And I was there watching an event, like a fight. So you pay $10 to sit near the bar and watch the fight. And I ordered the ribs. And what was also weird is there was a lot of gnats flying around at our table. And I was with my friend. She's really nice, you know, nice woman. And we hang out most of the time, and we don't have a lot of trouble with, you know, food or people, you know. After I ate those ribs, my stomach felt like weird, very, very weird. For the next week and a half, I had the worst diarrhea. I vomited every piece of those ribs that you could ever imagine. And I don't know these people who were serving. I never seen them before, or the people cooking. I never did anything to any of these people. And it's over by my church. My church is Central Christian. I won't go back to this Dave & Buster's. I don't care if it's free or you're going to give me $1,000 of food and play. No. It's not worth it. So then I go there again because there was another event. And what did we see? Gnats flying around. Because I ordered ginger ale, and I'm like, won't go back. No. Okay. Here's another Hawaiian food one. It's L&L. It's over by Walmart in Henderson. I'm not saying every location is bad. I don't know these people who are cooking. The guy that cooked my short ribs for my Hawaiian lunch plate burned them black. Black short ribs. Black, this color black. Now there's a difference between a char, you know, and crispy tips. No, it was burned, and I didn't know until I got home. I won't ever go back to that location. Nope. And I didn't go back and ask for a refund. I wasn't rude to anybody. I don't know who they are. I don't know why it happened or why you would serve me burned food. But I thought it was just, where's the aloha? Why would you do that? It was disgusting. I couldn't even eat it. Okay, let's put both of these on the same, if it'll let me. Oh, well, I can't. Okay, here we go. So this one I did my research. It was election day. It said, come and get a free donut if you show your I voted sticker and you voted. Come and get a free donut at Dunkin Donuts. So I drive up, and there's two people working, and I guess their supervisor was in the back room, in their little back room. And I go, hi, I'm here to get the I voted free donut. You know, when you vote, they didn't even know it was election day. They didn't know what I was talking about. The supervisor in the back room was waving them over. Then she goes, well, we just talked to the supervisor and we don't give that out. It's not free. I said, okay, have a nice day. And I left. I'll never go back there. I mean, I'm not trying to ask for a handout. It was on Eastern in Henderson. Dunkin Donuts. If you don't know, I mean, it was all over the news. It was all over the internet, on their social media. I don't care about your donut. I'll leave. Screw it. Not a big deal. But it was a big deal because I won't go back. Same place, Eastern. Right across the street, Starbucks. I have a video of, if you look in the playlist, what I got free or why I didn't get something free on voting day or whatever. So I go up to the drive-thru and I tell them, because I did my research, it said you can get a free tall coffee. And it was asinine because this woman was so nice that I was talking to in the drive-thru, but she told me that her supervisor said they are not giving anything out free. And then they were confused. They didn't know it was election day. And then she told me she had to scan my Starbucks rewards app. And when she scanned it, she told me it's not free. And I'm like, I almost went inside to ask the supervisor, why is it everywhere? Why does it say it everywhere? On social media, everywhere on the news, that we would get a free tall coffee. You know, it doesn't matter. I just won't go to that location ever again. I don't know what was wrong with that guy. And now it's different. Like some locations, if you're a rewards member, you can get a free refill of coffee if you're inside. But, you know, I'm just saying it was just just so weird. Like I would make it up and just come and ask for free stuff. I do my research. I don't just go around looking for free stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is not El Dorado Cantina. There's different locations. This one is off of the 215 highway in Las Vegas on Sunset. So me and my sister, we were like at the bar because we wanted to sit at the bar because it was a big, very busy, we didn't want to sit at the table. We found it awkward because I gave them my credit card because they want to run a tab. And we ordered 2 dishes and some chips and salsa. And I think I ordered it might have been a 7-Up or a beer. A 7-Up and a beer. And then she got a beer, I think, which we didn't even finish. And it was raining that day. It was weird. It was busy. They had a patio event that was shut down, so everybody was stuck inside of the restaurant, and they were so busy. But there was this person, when we had to pay, when we had to order, we had to keep waving them down. And I was just like, we've been sitting here a while. It's been how many minutes? 10? But the girl who was taking orders, I'd never seen her before, never did anything. I mean, I've never, whatever, okay? And there was other people at the bar. She took everyone's orders, but didn't come to us. We don't know what happened. So I said, excuse me, because you have to, because nobody's doing anything. Excuse me, can we order? So a guy comes up and takes our orders. Okay. We get to the end, fast forward. She says, I said, can we get the check, please? And I think it was weird because they brought us the chips, but there was no salsa. We had asked for the cutlery. It was all awkward throughout the evening. Something was off. And I'd never been to that location. I've never been to that El Dorado Cantina over there ever. That was my first and last time. And I don't know what happened, but she says our credit card thing is down, our terminal's down. What was your name again? Linda Bertling. What color is your bank card? And she brings me everybody's. The whole stack. Is this one yours? 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 You said Linda? Is it this one? And I can see these people's credit card numbers. Come on. I was like, just put it out again and I'll touch it. So I go, this is mine. I'm thinking to myself, is this even safe? What just happened? I understand maybe your terminal's down or maybe it's not. Maybe you don't remember because you're drunk. I don't know what's going on. And then she was like this the whole time. Doing like social media stuff. I don't know what happened. I'd never seen her before. She was awkward. And I just didn't like the customer service was super bad. So then she brings the bill. Something was off. They had to fix it. I got my bank card back. And we left. I'm like, I'm not going back there. I'll go to some other ones that are really good. I'm not going to go back there ever again. I'm done. Okay. This one. Okay, here's what happened. So they have a rewards app. And if you order, what was it? Like something, you get like a free beverage. Right? I don't remember. I drove up. I said, hi. And you also, something about the survey there's a survey that you can go online. And I was happy and everything was fine with that survey. It wasn't a complaint survey. I wasn't complaining. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I drive up and I ask the lady who's taking my order. She's like a young, probably like 24, I don't know. Don't know who she is, don't know what happened. And she starts like laughing right at the beginning of the order taking, and I'm just like, okay, something is off. Something is off. I could tell something is not going to go right. I go, hi, I want to ask you if I order number 1 and I have the new rewards app, will I get the free drink that says when you first join that you get the free drink? She goes, the what? And I go, oh, just forget it. So then she goes, okay. And then she asked me, crispy or whatever, whatever I ordered. And then I asked her, I said, I had, on your receipt, there was a survey that you can take and you get like a free, I don't remember what it was. And I said, can I use that? It was again, no. No to everything. And I'm like, so you don't have the survey thing when I take the survey from the receipt from my last visit and I show you that I took the survey, you're not going to honor it? No. And she's laughing. You can hear her laughing. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want it anyway then. And I go, by the way, the survey was good. I had nothing, I don't complain. So then I drive up. And then she goes, oh, something's taking longer. Can you go and park? So I go and park and like 5 minutes pass by. 7 minutes come by. 10 minutes come by and somebody brings it out. Somebody who's nice and friendly. And I go off and I'm thinking to myself, everything's no. I signed up for your reward app. I don't get the free thing. I filled out your stupid survey. You know, I didn't tell this to anybody. I don't get anything. I don't want it anymore. Because now, if you give it to me, you probably chewed something or throw it in the toilet and then you want to give it to me. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't trust you. I don't know you. You're acting weird. So then I think like 3 months pass by and it's the same woman taking my order. And I make my order and I'm like paying with my bank card. And I didn't scan my rewards because I know I don't want her touching my phone and taking the phone to scan it. I don't want her doing anything. I don't even go there very often. I'm not saying this is every Popeyes. I'm not saying, you know, that I know this person, but it's the same person giving me trouble. And so she tells me, none of this is ready. You're going to have to pull around and park up front. And she doesn't give me my bank card back. But she gave me like the receipt. So I'm sitting there and I go, so see this receipt? It has a survey on the back, right? Because now I'm like, okay, she's holding my bank card. She's going to do something weird to me. She thinks I'm going to just drive away and forget about it. I go, you know, this receipt has a survey on the back and I could take the survey and come back and get this thing that's on here free. And she ignores me and she's laughing and she's giggling. I don't know what her problem was. I don't know who she is. I don't even know her name. I go, where's your manager? So she turns and she goes, that person's my manager. And she's laughing. And the person walks up. She goes, I'm not the manager. And they're playing games. Now I'm thinking to myself, do I want this food? Do I want this food? And then I go, you have my bank card. You didn't hand it back to me. You shouldn't be holding my bank card. Can you have it back? So she gives it back to me. I turn and I go and I wait. 5 minutes pass. Somebody gets their food next to me. We're going on 8 minutes past and now I'm thinking, okay, this is taking too long. So I walk in and I'm not complaining. I'm not doing anything. I just said, you know, you asked me to drive forward and to park over there, but you guys haven't brought my order out. So then the guy gives me a free, like, pie. It wasn't the woman. And what was so weird, and I won't go back to this location. It's over by Costco in Henderson. So you see where they keep all the hot chicken and everything that's coming down the slide? The whole thing was full of chicken from top to bottom. And I'm thinking to myself, dang, if you pull one piece of chicken out, It'll be an avalanche. Like, why is it stacked like that? Why does it look like that? You know what I mean? How could they put so much chicken right there like that? And when I was in there's this other guy's waiting for his order, and he was there waiting, and I don't know what was going on. So I left. I took my order and I said thank you, and I left. Well, when I get home, what do you think happened? My Sprite had no Sprite in it. I don't know what happened, and I won't go back to that location. The guys that work there are friendly. I don't flirt. I don't do anything to anybody, but that girl has a problem with me, and I don't even know who she is. I don't care. Just don't screw with my stuff, and she did. Okay, KFC. I'm not saying every location. Okay, this one's by Smith's in Las Vegas. And I ordered, what was it? It was like a three-piece tenders and a chicken pot pie. And it was like a meal, so it came with like coleslaw and a biscuit. And then I ordered a pot pie. Well, everything was fine, but they don't do their chicken right there. I don't know how you can be a KFC and screw up your chicken so bad, because that was the second time I was there. The next day, I was throwing up the skin from the chicken breast. It was like chicken breast, and you know, it wasn't even, this was the size of the chicken tender. 3 of them this size. This is a scrunchie. A regular scrunchie. A regular size scrunchie. That's how big my chicken tenders were. About this big. 3 of them, 3 strips. And I threw up. And of course I had the runs. It was from the chicken strips. Chicken tenders. I will not go back to that location ever again. I don't know what's wrong with these people or why they have to serve such horrible food that makes you so sick, you know, or I have no idea what's going on. I mean, nothing has to be perfect, but if it makes you sick, you know, and I didn't go back and ask for a refund. I just won't go back. I'm done. I'll never go back there. Now, there was another place that it kind of like came through my mind, and now I can't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. But I hope this stuff doesn't happen to you guys. I don't know, like, what the deal is. I don't go and play games with people's food or their jobs, or I'm not complaining and flirting with, I'm not there with your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or causing trouble, or, you know, I'm not doing anything like that. So I have no idea, but I hope that that people don't get sick, you know, when you try to go eat, you know, and, you know, when something is so off, like KFC, we do chicken right, and it's wrong. Or you go to the Hawaiian place and there's no aloha, it's burned. And then the next place is giving you weird mac salad where, you know, they pay attention to their quality, but something's off. Something is so off that you're just like, what? And then the pie is wrong and you're like, You know? I don't know. I'm not being like everything has to be perfect. I just have to watch out. Because I don't have the same body and esophagus and throat as everybody else in this world. I have to be careful. And I don't really eat a lot of fast food, you know. But when I go, I don't want to be vomiting, or if I go and eat at a restaurant, I don't want to have sickness, and you know what I mean? It's not, I don't understand what happened. Like, was the kitchen dirty, or was the server sick that made me sick, or, you know, I don't know. And there's places that close down that I can't add because they're gone, but stuff like that, like you order, they're like, it's not like a blooming onion, it's mushrooms, but it looks like a blooming onion, and they bring it to you and it's raw. And I hate to return food, but I just said, forget it, I don't want you to remake it. Then they come and, you know, you have a Sprite, and the person's pouring water in your Sprite. And you're like, you just poured water in my Sprite, and I didn't ask for more water, but I do want another Sprite. At the same place that closed down. I don't know, guys. God bless you. I hope that doesn't happen to you. So I just wanted to jumble up into this one live stream video, and I hope none of this happens again to me. But I know it will, because sometimes things happen, but I just wanted to share it. And I don't know if it's enjoyable or not, but I had to put it out there to let you guys know what happened, because it's just, I don't know. Why does it have to happen? Does it have to happen? I don't know. I don't want it to happen. And I don't want to put it on a video. I didn't show people what it was or what it did or what. Anyway, you have a good night, and keep your notifications on, please, because you don't know when I'll be live. You can like and comment and chat, subscribe, sharing the videos, caring, turning the notification, I'm done. Pray. And this channel's not monetized, but you can go to patreon.com and contribute to this channel. So I do thank you for subscribing. The new people are coming back. New people, whoever you are. And thanks for coming by. God bless. Aloha. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.